There we go. All right.
Bye.
What up? What up? What's good? We're gonna get started in a minute. I'm gonna invite my guy Corey in here. Bring Corey in the joint. Hold on. Let me get Corey up in here. Let everybody pull through. What's up, everybody? I see y'all. Yo. What's up? What's up?
Yer,
Kurt,
what's
what's
good,
up?
man?
Feeling, man. I'm over here just at the crib, posted.
I'm over here actually at PacTalks.
Oh, okay, fire.
Yes,
So
sir.
you wanna show me around what's going on over there?
Man, I didn't even have a chance to. I haven't had a chance to post on Instagram yet, but we
Give
got the market coming soon.
give him just a sneak peek. That's it. Don't show him.
Yeah, too much.
What's popping though, man? I know. I first off appreciate you bringing me in to be a part of this project, and in its entirety. Um, I know we're gonna take a second just to talk because I know the essence of this whole thing is really about community and about the youth and
Just
talking.
passing along knowledge, man, to the next generation of, us and people
Yep,
that look like us and
yep,
in general.
exactly. So I mean, let's talk about it. I know we know each other from way back. For those who don't know,
Big
Gavin,
you.
uh, found Vision. This is Corey, founder of Circulate. And we go way back all the way to like early Fairfax days, just young LA days.
Just
Like,
trying to figure it out.
yeah. What I don't really, but we didn't. It was maybe a couple years we didn't really speak, and I think it was like post Diamond for you, and
Yeah.
then kind of getting into Circulate. How did you tell everybody like kind of how you got into that, and what was your whole thought process behind starting your brand?
Man, so actually, I don't know if you remember, I had another brand. It was called Above Average. But, to this day, I still don't even know if I consider that a brand. It was more just like getting my feet wet and figuring out how to, do everything that we do now.
Okay.
Um, and I was doing that for a while. It was going cool. I was getting sales. But as I said, I was just learning how to do everything and the lay of the land, I guess you could say. And after that, when I left Diamond, I was doing tour merch for my friend Vince Staples. So he invited me to come on tour, and he helped me. He asked me to help him like create the graphics for the merch, and actually come on the road and help sell it. And I had never been anywhere outside of LA really before that, so that was a super cool experience. I got to like travel across the country, meet a bunch of different people and tap in and just learn the lay of the land when it came to selling like merch and working with rappers and artists and things like that.
Right.
So after that was done, tour kind of got repetitive, and I just felt like I was, stuck, like not necessarily making someone else's dream pop off, but just, you know, um, being in that area and not accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. But it was a great learning experience. So after that, I took my knowledge of production that I learned along the way, and I started just helping other people do production and work on their projects and help do graphics and things like that. I always see myself as a great project manager because
Mhm.
I know so many people, and I'm just I can help put together a whole thing. It's like, oh, I know this guy, he does, graphics. I know this guy, he does production. I know this guy, he does build out. So I kind of learned from that and just took that experience and started applying it to other people's brands just so I can get by for the time being.
Mhm.
And then once I gained a bunch of skills, I was just like, man, I wanna start a new brand, but I want to go about it the right way. So I linked up with my homie. He actually had a list of Instagram usernames, like one word usernames, and he had a whole list. And I was like, oh damn, Circulate, that's really cool. Like, and I started like researching the definition and like what it meant. And I saw that it was like one of the things was like circulating something from person to person, and I was like, damn, that's kind of like a t-shirt. Like, you know, say if I have a t-shirt, I sell it to you, you get tired of it, you take it to Wasteland, somebody else picks it up, and the lifespan of it just kind of goes on forever, you know what I mean? And then the other aspect of it was like, damn, you can kind of circulate like whatever, like feelings, themes, different things like that, and that's the way you apply it to design, you know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, that was in 2017. So actually in 2017, it took me a whole year just to like, you know, kind of like formulate the brand without even putting out product. Just
Right.
coming up with ideas and making sure that when I do launch, I came out strong.
Right.
So fast forward today, man, I'm super happy, and like the way everything's been going has been amazing. And I hear a lot of kids, like, you know, all the time talk about, oh man, like I can't do this without a team and yada, yada, yada. Like, believe it or not, I still do all this stuff myself day in and day out. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm not shipping orders, I'm answering emails or doing customer service or doing graphics or, you know, conceptualizing the next project or whatever it is. And for the last 3 years, I've you know, damn near done everything myself. So yeah, it's possible is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's kind of when you're starting your own brand, or even just you care and you want to be a part of a industry. Like with
Mm-hmm.
both of us, you worked at the diamond store. I had my own store, and it was really just a learning experience for us to really
Yep.
step into our own brand.
Because
And
what
I
I love about it, man, is like when you learn every skill, that way when it gets down to it, and you know the person that you even hire, maybe they can't get it done for you, you can go back and get it done yourself. And I
that
think that's super important, man. Like, you know, you should know how to ship and print labels. You know what I mean? Because what if you have to do it yourself right then and there? It's like you already know how to do it. You know what I mean?
exactly, that's a fact. And I think I find it interesting, like you said, because it's slightly a different day in the industry where you can really run your brand by yourself, especially
Mm-hmm.
online, and like you having a partner like PacSun that you've been working with for a while now.
Yeah.
um
Shout out to Rich.
yeah, exactly. So what's some of the things that challenges you may have had over the last year or 2 years, that you could kind of share with people?
Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. So when COVID first hit, like right before it hit, I had dropped probably like my most expensive collection to produce as
Yeah,
far as like money wise, and I had a couple like retail store orders that I was like banking on also. So I had covered some of the collection out of my own pocket, at least like, you know, a couple grand, and you know, um, the orders from the stores, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just recoup it from that when it comes in, you know, because I really want to get this stuff out, like yada,
yeah,
yada, yada. And man, COVID hit, the stores canceled the orders. I was stuck with like all this product. No one was buying clothes. Everyone was like in a frenzy for toilet paper and water and all that stuff. And man, that was probably like one of the hardest things for me because I was like, man, I just put all this dope stuff out, invested money from my own pocket. Now I'm stuck with this product. Like, no one's buying things. Like, we don't know anything about COVID. We don't know how long this is going to go on. People are losing their jobs. Like, no one has money. Like, I was just like, where do I go from here? Like, where's my place? Do I have to, like, you know, stop what I'm doing and go back and get a job or try to figure it out or figure something else out? And man, I just kind of, you know, wrote it out and just kept going, and it all worked out in the end. Like, uh, unfortunately, like during like the George Floyd thing, like, and all the stuff happening there, a lot of people started like supporting black business, which was amazing. And you know, I put up a T-shirt that I had previously made that you know no one really paid attention to, and I put it up again for sale, doing all that stuff, and it just went crazy. And I was like, oh damn! And I had all these new people, like all the product I had been sitting on, like all these new customers are like, oh damn, where's this brand been at? You know what I mean? Like this stuff is cool. Like things that have been sitting for months, it started to sell out, and people were hitting me up like, yo, can you restock this? And I'm like, yo, no, I can't because like you know I've had this for 6 months and like you know I'm not doing that again. So
uh,
it was definitely a blessing, and you know, I just kind of took that energy and kept it going, and you know, once you have someone's attention, you want to keep it. So from that point on, man, I just been having my foot on the gas and just you know trying to keep this thing going, and it's been beautiful to watch grow, and like it's always like I always feel super weird like when people show me love on Circulate, because like I'm so used to like working on other people's projects and stuff that it's weird that it's mine. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. I think some of the girls is in the comments saying, "Take your mask off." Everybody want to say, "Take your." They like, why you got his mask on?
I'm in the store, so I don't wanna you know, break the rules, but you know, you should be wearing a mask when you're in public places anyway.
Exactly. Anwar in here, uh, Brandon, Easy, Demi in here. What's up,
What's
everybody?
up, all the fam? I got my
All the pack here. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a perfect segue. Really.
girl. What's up with you, man? We want to hear about you and what you got going on.
Oh man, I mean, the same. I've been
Tell
through
us
this.
about supervision.
Yeah. So our story is very similar. Like I said, we both were in retail, and then I had my brand, and I was working behind the scenes doing creative direction for YG,
Yep, yep,
and really, like you said, just growing as a person and trying to figure out how to get my message across and do my thing to the highest level over the last couple of years. And so launching Supervision, for me was all about focusing on the creatives, right? And kind of, I like to say Supervision is like a creative wellness brand.
yep,
Uh,
yep,
I'm really was focused on making sure that people could holistically approach creativity from being healthy and from mental health, physical health,
yep.
spiritual health, and
I get that, and I get that vibe from you, man. Every time I talk to you, you're one of the like the few that always checks in on me just to see how I'm doing. Not even asking about any other shit. It's always like, yo, how you feeling? How you doing? You know what I mean? I really appreciate that.
for sure,
And
man.
I,
And that's the important thing to me, right? It's like, selling and designing clothes. We're good at that. You know what I mean? I feel like we
yep,
could do that all day, but I think the community aspect and just having some purpose behind the brand,
yep.
which if we just make clothes, it's not important. It doesn't really matter. But if we can make some clothes and we can make impact at the same time, I think that's something that people will be proud of, and we could sleep at night and say we did something positive. So
100%.
yeah,
And I think you know what I mean, like when the community comes together, like that it's really shown me like throughout the like supporting black business thing, like when the community comes together, like look at the impact that we have, you know what I mean? So over the last year, that's just how I've been feeling. I'm like, yo, like, what can we all do together to make some noise and make some change? You know what I mean? Because, like you said, selling T-shirts is easy, and that's why this Circulate Market project is so important to me, because it's like, in my eyes, you, Anwar, Casey, Errol, and Bryce, and all those guys, Mathieu, you guys are my community. So like, when we come together, like nobody can really stop us. You know what I mean? And it's like, what else can we do?
yep, yep. So let's talk about that, man. I think like kind of how did that idea spark for you, and what made you select us, like myself, Anwar, Casey, Bricks and Wood, the whole, everybody. What made you select these designers, and we'll talk about it.
To be honest, like to be completely honest, no shade to anybody, but there was always those like when all that stuff happened, there was always those like support black streetwear brand list, and like I would look at the list and it's the same usual suspects, you know what I mean? And if you look at all of our friends and all of our close homies, like nobody was really on those lists, and it's like, dude, you like even people outside of this project, you got kids like Jordan from Hypeland, like his brand goes crazy, and you know what I mean, he probably does better than a lot of those brands that are on those lists, and his name's not listed there. So I just wanted to shine light on not the usual suspects that are doing just as well as everybody else, and it just so happens that you guys are my friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I could kind of just tell you like my thought process when you came to me with the project. I thought it was dope, especially having a platform and a partner like PacTalks that you've been working with, for them to open their
Yep.
door like this, to feature, what is it, like five black designers,
Six.
all
Yep.
yeah, six black designers all in like a pop-up, which will be available in the LA store and in the New
Yep.
York store. And then, for me and you, like I said, knowing you for years, you call me, you a good dude, like solid individual. You
I
know,
appreciate that.
you call me and say, "Yo, you want to do something with me?" It's an automatic thing because I
And you
know you.
see, and you see,
First,
for me on the opposite end of the spectrum, I was super nervous because I'm like, yo, like, 'cause you know, you guys are my friends, but I look up to all you guys, so it's like, yo, like, do they think my stuff is cool enough to like, you know, be with them? And all you guys said yes, and I was just like, oh shit, this is crazy. So I can't let these guys down. So, you know, what I mean, I had to go super hard and make sure it was up to par.
nah, bro, you did your thing. I think that's the connecting thread between all of this is just being, good people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And obviously making a good brands and product, but that you
Yeah,
got to.
man, I can even speak to that. I haven't got the chance to post anything about it yet. I'm actually gonna do it when we get off of this. But beyond us selling product and doing all these collabs with between us, man, there's a charity aspect of this project that nobody knows about yet. Like I let everybody handpick. Like it was very adamant to me that all you guys handpicked your own charities to donate to, and that means more to me than anything because those are the people that are, especially the ones that are dealing with youth and things like that. Those are the people that are going to change those kids that are in certain situations life to, end up like us because, even when we were younger, most of us didn't have the same knowledge and opportunities that are presented now, you know what I mean? So
All right,
that's really my goal. Like that's my end all be all goal is to help someone that comes from the similar like background as me,
all right.
excel in something like I'm doing and not the normal thing that is expected of you.
Exactly. No, that's a fact. So yeah, I mean, and that's the same thing for me too. Like I said, I didn't, I haven't sold in PacSun. I didn't imagine being in PacSun, but when you came to me with this and you said it's for charity and it's something dope, I thought this was a perfect way to, for us to collab and for us to utilize PacSun as a partner and a
Yep.
platform to raise the dollars for these different charities.
And
You
shout
want
out to PacSun, man. They've been like, they literally let me do whatever I wanted from start to finish on this project. It was they were just like lean on us if you need to, but they literally let me do whatever I wanted, and I'm so grateful, man.
Exactly. No, that's the real thing. PacSun came through. Any conversations I've been having with them, they've been super open and willing to just hear, our intentions behind this project. So, again, thank you to you. You want to just run through the name of the brands and the charities if you can of like who's involved, and
Yeah.
work with where it's available and the sales all going to charity.
Yeah, so Circulate Market is a collaboration between 6 black-owned streetwear brands and a photographer. So we got Supervision, Reserve, Carrots, Blondie Beach, Sean Lyles, and I hope I'm not forgetting, and Circulate.
Yeah.
And the charities involved are Watts Community Corps, Dream House LA, Dreamers Youth, the Studio Foundation, and Inner City Arts.
Hmm.
And I think, was that 5 or 6? Am I forgetting one? I hope not, but I think that's all the charities involved, from my
Yeah.
understanding.
Yeah.
And what's crazy? The most fulfilling part I got out of this whole project was reaching out to the charities.
Yeah.
Like, like I had never done anything, or I mean, like obviously I know Ash over at Dreamers, but like just reaching out to the lady that runs Watts Community Corps, like
Yeah.
it opened up more converse. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. The last charity is Lauren Halsey, Summer Everything.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
apologize, Lauren. But just reaching out to all those different charities and like sparking up a relationship and conversation with them was amazing. Like I'm like, yo, I want to work with you beyond this. So you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's the whole meeting behind Circulate Market, and that's the real thing that I was trying to accomplish beyond selling t-shirts. Like selling t-shirts and hoodies and all that stuff is fun, but like how do we make change and continue the what we're doing there?
Exactly. No, definitely. That's super dope. Before I get into some questions with the people, the viewers, um, what date you want to tell them when it's dropping, where they can cop it, and all that.
Yeah, so Circulate Market opens on Tuesday 2/9, and it's gonna be in downtown Los Angeles at the Broadway location, and in Soho, New York, and also online if you're not comfortable with going outside and doing the whole shopping stuff still. But
Yep.
yeah, pull up. I'll be here on Tuesday along with you guys, here in downtown LA. I would love to meet a couple of folks. Bring your mask, of course, and follow the COVID regulations. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All proceeds going to the charity. Shout out all the charities. Mike Risset over at Dream House, Lauren Halsey, everybody. Let's get into some questions. I'm gonna tap this little question button and hold on. So yeah, these terrible questions, bro. You guys.
We got some trolls.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, just Kylie said, "What's your favorite pair of shoes?"
My favorite pair of shoes. I think I'm wearing them today. I got the, little flex Heineken's on today.
Okay,
I'm a big,
we can't hear you.
can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a big Nike head, especially like all the Dunks and SB stuff. That's literally like my super dream collab. Like the collab I'm doing with you guys is my dream collab, but like the ultimate like goal is to do something with Nike. But yeah, Heinekens are definitely my favorite.
Yep. Uh, J Dub just said, "Is everything LA based as far as production of the garments?" I know everything for Supervision is made cut in LA, cut and sewn in LA. I think the other brands probably make everything local too as well, right?
Yeah, I make everything here in like between Orange County and downtown. I've done a few cut and sew pieces overseas, just to test the waters. I haven't really got super good at that stuff yet. I'm still kind of figuring it out. That's why I do very minimal things. Like I did a pair of pants and I recently did a jacket. But definitely still researching all the cut and sew things. And obviously I got a lot of great friends like yourself that I could lean on and figure that stuff out. But yeah, all printables and things like that are done here in LA.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Here we go. Somebody said, "What advice can you give to someone who is interested?"
Oh shit! What'd you say? I lost you for a sec.
Somebody, I can't see the name. Somebody said, what advice can you give to somebody who wants to start their own brand?"
You want to take that one first?
Sure. Advice on starting your own brand. I think when you talk about a brand in a business, you have to think about longevity. And so I think you should think about something that is meaningful to you, and
Mm-hmm.
purpose and a why, that as far as why you want to get into it and love it. And then I think, going into it, just stay true to yourself, like what you like to make, what you like to wear, don't really follow too many of the trends and try to keep up with
Yep.
that type. Just stick to your guns, and timing wise, it's gonna pan out for you. And I can speak on that from experience. Like I've always been about putting out positive messaging
Yeah.
and streetwear, but I think in the last 2-3 years, it's just kind of people really are kind of, there's been a consciousness shift, and people are really buying into it. But I think you got to stick to your guns and just stay true to what you do. And I think Anwar, he's in the comments, he could speak to that same thing. Bro has been probably one of the most consistent brands from day one. And so, and just like figures in this industry, what he's done, just super consistent. I think that's what, and then over time you create a brand. But
Yep. I think you hit it on the head with that one, man. Like I would say just tell your story. Like if it's not a reflection of you, why are you doing it? You know what I mean? Like people want to connect with what you're selling to them. So like if it's not you, then how are people going to connect to the brand and yourself? You know what I mean? So yeah, just tell a true story and keep it as authentic as possible.
exactly, let me see a couple more questions. Here's one. So it says, both of you have experience working with other creatives and bringing their idea to life. Can you speak to the discipline and sacrifice that was required to do that? Yeah, I could start with that one, man. Honestly, I think the discipline and sacrifice that it takes to do anything great, you need to be committed. I think you also need to just think about yourself being like the nucleus of any business or brand. You got to take care of yourself, you know. And I think when it comes to discipline, also just money discipline, you could have a great idea, but if you're not good financially and spending your money and sticking to your budgets properly, you could drown your business very fast, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an important thing with discipline, and sacrifice. You know, just skip all the, you know, the the dumb shit. You know what I mean, and just stay focused on the vision.
Yeah, I would say you hit it on the head with that one.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Is there any other questions? Let me see. How do I let me get a couple more good questions, man. Any marketing advice for brands starting out? How can we make people care about a brand from release day, if at all? Corey, you want to start there?
What was the question?
Any marketing advice for somebody with a brand, and like from maybe from the start or currently?
Honestly, man, I learned a lot of marketing stuff from the man, the myth, the legend, Nick Diamond. Like, he just used the internet and showcased his lifestyle, and that went through his brand. So I think I kind of took cues from that, and just, you know, using Instagram and Twitter and things like that, and building a strong following through that. But to be honest, I'm still figuring out things as I go along. You know what I mean? I don't have all the answers, but yeah, I'm still
Yeah,
figuring things out.
for sure. Um, I would say when it comes to marketing advice, um, I heard that said trust the vision, not the algorithm, and it was about the idea of like, you know, you get influencers that hit you, got a million followers, 100,000, whatever the
Yeah.
hell, but if they don't match with what you represent, I barely send people anything, but I don't send them gear and all that kind of shit. Like, you got to stick to what's true to you, you
Yeah, I
know?
could speak to that too, man. Like, when I first started Circulate, I was like pressed, like, damn, I know all these people. I need to send them, you know, boxes and da 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 da, and get these shout outs. And it was cool, and you know, I got feedback from it. But what happens is your brand starts turning into a second fan page of them. You know what I mean? You post something that's not them, and you get, you know, not like, no one cares if you're not posting them, and that, you know, you're kind of, they become a crutch that you have to lean on to sell product, or, you know, boost product. And it's like, I stopped doing that and started focusing on myself, and building a relationship with people that buy Circulate. You know what I mean? And now it now I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I would love to send things to, you know, people that inspire me and are great and are huge influencers, but it's like I don't have to lean on them to sell things. I could sell it on my own. You know what I mean? And I
Exactly.
think that's what a lot of kids, they get lost in the mix of just like getting their stuff on the hottest person. It's like, start with your homies. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
They're gonna appreciate it more in the long run anyway, because celebrities get, you know, 10, 20 boxes of clothes a day.
Exactly. Exactly. Let me see if it's a couple other questions. Favorite up and coming brands, companies you're looking forward to? I'm gonna say favorite up and coming black designers or black owned brands, since that's what the whole capsule was about. Corey, you can name a couple.
I love this kid down in San Diego. His name's Leon St. Heron. He's amazing at what he does. The homie, actually, I don't know if he's gonna start a brand, but he does these amazing collages, and he sent me this shirt. His
Yep.
name is Ade. He's out of Chicago.
Hmm.
I mean, shit, I love Casey, you, Anwar. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys are up and coming, but, you know, those are some. Joe Freshgoods is my favorite. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot. The list goes on.
Yeah. I would say I'm definitely a fan of Heron Hughes. Um, I'm a fan of Barriers,
Oh
Barter.
yeah, barriers. I can't forget Barter.
Um, who else?
The little homie Check. He's a model. He has a brand called Royals too. They also carry that at PacSun.
I'm a fan of Crenshaw Skate Club.
Oh yeah, Toby. I'm forgetting the homie Mamadou has a brand called Cessbon.
Yeah, it's a lot of dope brands, especially coming out of LA and just in
That
general, both sides and globally. I honestly,
Toby,
it's,
yep, Anwar. Toby's a young goat, man. He's super young, and like, that's what I'm saying. We want more Tobys in the world.
Yeah, for sure. And neighborhood skate shop, they about to do
Oh
their
yeah,
thing.
neighbors.
They're in Lamert Park. They got a
That's
store.
crazy, man. I actually grew up with Trey in Lamert Park. Like, it's funny that Toby has a brand called Crenshaw Skate Club,
Yeah,
because in a sense, me, my homie Nick, and Trey and my friend Malik, we were the original Crenshaw Skate Club. Like back in, I don't even know what year that was. There's no black kids in Lamert Park skateboarding. We used to get
right,
made fun of, and
right.
we'd be skating Crenshaw High, and the whole thing, call us white boy and all that kind of stuff,
Yep,
and it's just crazy that Toby has a brand called Crenshaw Skate Club. I'm like, yo, we're the original Crenshaw Skate Club.
sure, for sure. Let me get one last question, man. And then we could wrap it up. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Black female designers.
Yeah, let's. Um, what's the joint? We should definitely talk about a female designer. There's the one from Saint Ivory from New York. Um,
Um,
that shit is dope. Uh,
yeah, you gotta put me on to some black female designers. I'm not 100% tapped in. Oh, Justine just reminded me, I'm tripping. Dime is amazing. Dime Jones. She
yep.
does. I think her brand's called Noir.
Hmm.
Yeah, Dime Jones is amazing. Oh
There's
yeah,
a
Matt Brand.
yeah for sure.
Anwar, they putting me on the spot, bro. My mind is drawing blanks.
Uh, I don't know. I think that's kind of all the questions. Last question is what do you do when you have no inspiration for your work?
Man, it sucks now because I was gonna say travel, but I just get outside, man. Get outside. Like my office is on La Brea, so I'm hanging out on La Brea every day and just picking up different things and having conversations with the homies locally. But usually, a lot of inspiration comes from traveling and just different life experiences.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Same things for me traveling. Always been, but just being meditating, trying to just slide, it really helps me now, especially
Like
because
I miss going to Fashion Week, man.
man, not being able to travel, you gotta,
Think outside the box. But it's funny because someone was asking me how do I network now that COVID is like not. I mean, is a thing. And to believe it or not, Clubhouse, man, it's been awesome to have those conversations and meet a bunch of people on there.
yeah, yeah. Easy, you got a question for us? Um, for sure. All right. Well, look, man, I appreciate it again. Thank you for having me
Nah,
in
thank you for having me.
part of. It's really dope to see you do this and to use your platform and partner with PacSun. So again, thank you to PacSun for having us. I'm glad we were able to get that T-shirt off. We got 6 brands. We all got a T in the pop up. So it drops on Tuesday.
Yep. Shout out to you, Anwar, Casey, Mateo, Errol, Bryce, Jay
Yep.
Boozy.
Right.
I hope I'm not forgetting no one. Myself, Sean Lyles. Shout out to Sean Lyles, man. Shout
Yep.
out to Sean Lyles, man. He's been doing it for a long time, and it's amazing to have like my friends, like everyone, like always asks about collabs and things, and I think collabs should be with people that you genuinely admire or things you actually support,
Mhm.
and this is it. This I hit the nail on the head with this one. You know what I mean? A couple of homies I didn't get to include on this one, but hopefully, it's a great turnout and we can continue doing this and giving back and doing cool stuff.
Yep, for sure. Circulate Market, all black designers collabing with Circulate, dropping on Tuesday at PacSun. Yeah,
ETLA and New
shout out
York and online.
Dan, Chad, the whole team at PacSun. We appreciate y'all, and we're gonna keep this shit rocking.
Yep. Let's go.
Peace.
Peace. Get out of here.